ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Educate to Trade live trading stream with me, Russell, your host, and Enzo. Enzo, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Enzo. I was here last week and I'm back.
Yeah, so we are trading the same account. Thank you, Enzo. That's
right.
Very informative, right there.
Yeah.
So we are trading the same account every week. So we'll do a little bit of a recap on that account. But Enzo, this week I've made you. Hang on, people. I've made you a little graphic.
Okay.
So would you like to?
This is a surprise, right?
With your name, would you like to see that?
Sure.
Okay, I'll play. You won't be able to hear the sound, but basically it's a real manly voice saying your name.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Enzo.
There you are. See it? Did you like that? Did you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a movie or something.
Yeah. Well, I've designed that myself for you.
Fantastic.
And when I say I designed it myself, I used a template, so a little bit of cheating going on.
Thank you, Russell. Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to do that.
Oh, that's. I feel like you're worth it.
Thank you.
Even with your rubbish intro that you just done there.
Yes.
Yeah. So as I was saying, guys, we are going to be live trading today on different assets. We have the CPI for Canada coming out at 1:30. I know it's 1:30 because I originally thought it was 1 o'clock and started shouting at our scholarship students to say why they're not at their desks for them to remind me it was 1:30. So my bad and sorry, boys. Can you ever forgive me?
That's a very difficult. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen out there, if you think that they should forgive me, just give us a thumbs up or just let me know. Or maybe they shouldn't forgive me. You just let me know. Okay, Enzo. So, what sort of assets are we going to be looking at today?
So, got our asset list here. About 20, usually up to 20 assets that I'll scan.
Okay, hang on. Let me put them on the screen now. So, just give us a second, guys. Right, so this is Enzo's laptop. Enzo has made his system so optimized that he can now just do it all from an iPad. So
yeah, I find it quite efficient.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, so talk us through the assets you'll be looking at today, Enzo.
Yeah, so this is the usual list I trade. It's a combination of, you see at the top, you've got a number of the major USD pairs. Then we move down into some cross pairs like Aussie Yen, Euro JPY, etc. And then some stock indices, DAX, the FTSE, Dow, Nasdaq, S&P, and gold and oil. I don't always necessarily scan all of them in one go, but I might take a certain category and look at it. We do maybe a scan in a moment, see if there's anything we can jump on prior to the news. Possibly might wait till after the news as well.
Europeans want to end the war with Ukraine.
Yeah, and then I'll just talk you through if the opportunity presents itself what I'm doing. And as you know, we do this in real time, so there's no hopefully there's no time lag. Eventually, why I would be taking the trade I'm taking.
Great. So just to let you guys know, the noise you can hear in the background is the squawk. We are at a live trading floor, and the boys behind us will be trading the Canadian CPI. So maybe some of them might be able to become millionaires in over the next hour. You'll notice that because you'll probably see a lot of screaming and jumping up and down. Yeah, so are you going to be looking at the USD Canadian dollar today?
Yeah, I'm more inclined. I'll take a look at it. I'm more inclined to, if there is an opportunity to get in after the news announcement.
Does it seem to be priced? Can we have a look at it now? Does it seem to be pricing itself in already, or what's going on?
Trump says Putin will be good. If not, we're in a rough situation. Trump says Zelensky has to show flexibility also.
Quite a lot of ranging really at the moment. If you look at it on a 5 minute, it's pretty much in a.
Fair enough. I mean, we do have,
which is kind of understandable because people will be waiting to make their.
Yeah, of course,
decision,
yeah. Okay, cool. So without further ado, Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, so just to let you guys know that the position screen that you can see, the one with the white bar going around, will show you the positions that Enzo is in. At the moment, he's in no position, so the bar going around it is white.
I might want to just give him an update on what happened in our last session.
Oh, okay, yeah. So in our last session, Enzo entered a number of positions. I can't quite remember what they were, and I don't have the data. I feel like by the end of the session, we were about 0.5% up on the account. Is that correct, Enzo?
Yeah, just over 0.5% up.
Yeah, so not too bad. Slow and steady wins the race with trading. Enzo is also, if you watch our other streams, you'll know that Enzo is a trading psychologist and also a trading risk management team all rolled into one. So he lives by his strategy, and that is the law of large numbers. So if anyone knows about the law of large numbers, why don't you give us a shout in the comments section of the platform you're on at the moment, and we might talk about that a little bit later on, but we'll see what happens. So also, if anyone out there has had any good trades today, let us know, or this week. Any great winners, any great losers, we'd love to hear from you. So apparently somebody's saying that your voice is feeble, Enzo. So might need to. I don't know who's written that. Whether maybe his mic needs to be nearer to him. I can't actually monitor the sound because I am this side of the desk. Why don't you talk, Enzo, so he can say something into the mic.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Sounds all right to me.
Cut the sound on that, Tom, because it's just going to create some sort of loop. Yeah, so that was live. You saw it here live. We are testing the sound live. Most other shows would probably do this in the back end, but not here at Educators Trade. We like you to see the full process. Also, I might have a bit of a lag on the sound on TikTok, but I will get that checked in a minute as well. So, Tom, can we check the sound on TikTok and see if there's a lag between my voice and... No, you have to look at your screen and to see if there's a lag between my voice and the actual sound, so I can change the delay. Is there a lag, or does it seem like the lip sync is on? Lip sync, it looks fine. Okay, so apparently it looks fine, people. Anyone else out there on TikTok, if you're seeing a lip sync issue, please comment in the comments and I can get that fixed. So Enzo, once again, well, not once again, still is scouring his instruments to see if there's any possible positions.
Scouring the instruments to play a happy tune.
So Enzo, have you seen anything interesting yet, or are we still... Hello, Raj. Raj, why don't you come say hello to everyone online? No, Raj is come in. Look, there you go. Say hello. So this is Raj. This is one of our traders here. How are you finding things here at Educate to Trade, Raj? You've not been with us for long, have you?
Not too long, about a month or so, but it's really good.
Do you want to give a little plug? He runs a restaurant. He's a restaurant entrepreneur. Maybe you could give a little plug as well.
And maybe a bit later.
Okay.
Don't want to give too much information, man.
All right, yeah, he's got something big coming. So Raj basically brings all the snacks to the office, so everyone loves him here. He always brings lots of what's-its and other kinds of snacking material. So yeah, Raj is definitely a favourite of the
Trump
office.
says Ukraine will not be part of NATO. That's Trump. Ukraine won't be part of NATO.
Right, I'm just going to go and quickly move that. Oh no, Tom, do us a favour. Let's move the camera.
Trump says France, Germany, and the UK want boots on the ground in Ukraine.
Just gently,
Find
one
out
way or the other.
about Putin in the next
Yeah,
couple
that's
of
all.
weeks,
That's
says
it,
Trump.
right there. There you go. Bit better in shot there. Thank you, Tom.
Says it's possible
That was
Putin
Tom,
doesn't
one of
want
our
to make a deal.
scholarship students. You can see in the background, gently getting back into his seat.
Says Trump, it's
He
possible
doesn't
Putin
normally
doesn't want
employ
to
that
make a deal.
tactic of entering a chair, but I think as I said that, he has nicely entered that chair. He normally slumps himself down and, you know, people have started to complain from next door about that sound as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'll check out the comments. What was that, Tom?
Crypto Quark says US Senator Lannis speaks tomorrow. 4:20.
So US Senator speaks tomorrow about crypto, is it?
Yes, sir.
Interesting. What time is that, Tom?
4:20 p.m. our time.
4:20 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time.
British summertime.
British summertime. So, have we got any crypto traders out there? What do you think would happen when he makes these talks? Get in touch, let us know.
As when asked about no boots from the US on the ground amid the war in Ukraine, says you have my assurance.
Okay, maybe one or two trades we can put on now. I want to kind of stay away, maybe
Exciting.
Stay away from the dollar and Canadian at this point. Wait
Yeah,
for the
15
volatility.
minutes to go, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at taking a short position on the pound Swiss franc.
Okay, so the pound Swiss franc.
Yeah, so
Does that have like a little nickname like some of these do? Or?
they're usually called well, pound goes by the name of cable.
Cable, yeah.
Old days of the
But isn't that just
cable
pound
TV.
USD though?
Ukraine
Well, I think it can also
is going
refer
get
to
a lot of land, says Trump, as
when it's
Ukraine
compared against the
Oh,
other
okay, cool.
currencies.
Fair enough. I'm learning.
Usually Swiss franc is
says
Swissy.
Russia is
Swissy,
involved in
yeah,
military
yeah.
nations.
So you're taking a Swissy, are you?
Yeah. So I'm just mapping out the trade now. I mean, on the current time frame, which is I will trade sometimes as low as a 1 minute. You can see, well, going back to when before 5 a.m. this morning, pound Swiss franc has been steadily moving down, quite choppy, but moving down, and potential pullback at this area here, and looking to potentially catch a movement back to the downside. So I'm going to map this out.
Okay.
Execute.
So obviously you're looking at the 1 minute now, but what time frame would you normally look at for your overall view before you start heading down the time frames? Do you do like
multiple time frame?
Yeah, multiple time top down analysis or whatever?
The answer is yes and no. Sometimes
Okay.
I'll be happy to take a trade just on a given time frame.
But would you look at them all in the morning to see the sentiment or anything like that?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
usually.
Because you've been doing it for that long.
No, it's just because I know what I'm looking for on a given time frame, and if
Okay.
it's present, then I'll take it. Yeah. So when I'm planning out a trade, I always put my stop loss in first, which is where it is right now.
That's good advice to you people out there. Stop loss first. Protect your account at all costs.
A bit of a spread on the pound Swiss franc. 7 to a 93.5.
Try and find possible US security guarantees, possibly via.
1 second, people. I'll be back. I just have to check something the other side of the desk.
Europe is willing to put people on the ground, and says it will be some form of security, can't be NATO.
Right on our entry price at the moment. We need it to move up to 87 so that we can get it filled. I'll keep an eye on that. It's currently moving below our price level. Maybe do an 85 on it. 5 would be 8.5.
Hey, how are you? And you?
$11.76.
Right, sorry about that, people. Just checking some messages there. I have my phone attached to MT4 so you can see the positions on screen, so just had to check something, so hence why I changed the overlay.
Okay. Had to meet it a little bit down, but we've got an order in now at 85.
Okay, so we're in a position, are we,
I
Enzo?
think that should be filled now, yeah. 1.0885, I'll just double check.
Yep, we are in a position.
Yeah.
So we have entered our first position, and why don't you tell us a bit about it, Enzo, and why you did that?
Basically, this was we've got a down, you know, we've got a clear downtrend on the 1 minute on the pound Swiss franc, cable Swissy. Ideally, I like to trade at kind of pullback level. The spread is a little bit wider on this, so you're not always getting ideal levels, especially on the 1 minute time frame. We've entered at 85, and yeah, we'll see if this potentially carries on moving to the downside. If it moves up, breaks the previous lower high, then that will be that. Just checking our fill price on this. Got in at 108.85.
So if you've just joined us, hello, we're doing live trading here. From Educate to Trade, we are a trading floor in Bromley South. We offer a whole range of services. Hassan says hello. So hello Hassan, how are you today? Hope you are good. Are you a trader, Hassan, or are you looking to start trading? Why don't you tell us your story?
Right, we'll leave that one cooking, huh? And
Yeah.
See, I was spotting also a long on the DAX. Let's have a look here. Oh,
Okay.
Already starting to move a little bit.
What is the time? So we have about 7 minutes now till the Canadian CPI. So you will see the boys in the background. They are trading purely fundamentals with the button system that we have developed. So they will now be really focusing on this data release and how to catch some moves out of it. Do you think this position that you're in probably won't be affected by the news release, data release, right, Enzo?
It could be, but maybe not as much. But it's likely to affect the dollar because I think we've got housing coming out in the dollar as well.
Boys, do we have housing as well coming out today? What time is that? Oh, interesting.
So we've got Canada CPI, two CPIs in Canada.
So a few CPIs from Canada. Canada. And building permits and housing starts from the US.
That's it.
So CPI, does anyone know what CPI is out there? If you know what CPI is out there, why don't you pop it in the comments? I'll give you a few minutes, and if I don't get any comments, maybe one of the boys can come up and explain what CPI is. Well, actually, they can't because they'll be concentrating on this. So. In 5 minutes. The tensions are rising. So what you'll hear and see across the trading floor coming up to these news results is everyone goes into hyper-focus concentration mode. Silence will fall across the trading floor, apart from my voice, which would probably be annoying everyone. And people will be hopefully getting on the right side of the trades. So Enzo's position is still on at the moment. It's filtering around a bit.
So I think I'll do a scan in about 10 minutes on the back end of this news. And then
Okay.
we'll leave that pound to Swiss franc position cooking.
Okay,
So
so
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
you're going to be back in 10 minutes. Why don't you find someone to come and sit in with me? Not them, because they'll be trading the news result. Fine. Come on, Nick Jock. So we're just going to try and grab in our head of business development here. Business development strategist, right?
Yeah, that's
Because he chose a really long name, so I couldn't fit it on the
wasn't really.
on the name tags. So he hasn't got a name tag now, apparently.
Yeah, I blame the English language.
We was going to buy him a little plaque for the desk, but we couldn't actually afford all the letters because it was unfortunately priced by letter, and you know it just blew the budget. So none of us have got name tags now on our desks as you view things.
We have 67 people watching.
Huh?
We have 67 people watching.
We've had 67 people watching. Yeah.
Someone says thoughts on H-bar and value.
No idea what that is. Do you have any idea what that is?
It doesn't sound like
Shall we Google it? Let's Google it. They online cannot see us googling
Core median year on year 3.1 trillion, 3.1
H bar and
July looking for 1.297 million. Month on month, that big minus 1.8%. Building income is 1.386 million.
okay. So there was a question on here. Somebody asked thoughts on H bar and Wayfinder. That was a comment coming through TikTok, and it looks like it's some form of crypto.
I think they need to wait for it to come because we actually tap on it.
Yeah, Z is our crypto expert. But what I think about think about H bar and Wayfinder at the moment, the exchange rate is 1 H bar to 0 prompt. If you're thinking about making the H bar prompt exchange and want to know I'm just actually reading off Google here, so kind of cheap.
So what we should be speaking about is CPI, which is literally about like 2 million pounds.
Yep.
So in our Telegram community, I did post about the potential for short of KJPY.
Okay, so
in a few minutes of time, we get to know if Canadian CPI is bad for dollars or
so your sentiment is let's move this mic a little bit closer to you because like Enzo has quite a loud voice.
Yeah.
So he kind of projects into the mic. So so your sentiment for this is the dollar going down, right?
Canadian dollar.
The Canadian dollar going down.
But it has
So
to go down by a certain. That's important for us to even look into it.
okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
So are you also trading this as well?
Thoroughly.
I can see you're on your phone there checking your
I don't
MT5 account.
really like trading on my phone. I would just let the boys on the trading floor trade this today, and I'm just going to just be a part of it.
Okay. Yeah. So what have you been up to today, John?
Well, few things that have been on the list for quite some time, so I was working on this whole thing that we do. And then just social media a little bit.
Okay.
I did do a few posts today.
Have you
And,
done some
10
posts on?
seconds.
Telegram community as
I
well.
don't. I'm not sure you can mention certain social media sites on TikTok because they might.
0.3 month on month and 1.7 year on year for Canada CPI. Median 3.1, trim 3. Housing starts 1.428 million. That's a month on month.
Month-on-month Canadian CPI has came out to be in line with expectations, so it's not lower and it's not higher either.
So it's in line.
It's in line with expectations. So yeah, nothing really. So no trade for us today.
Well, unfortunately, no trade. But you know, no trade. This is sometimes. This is sometimes a part of fundamental trading. You know, you can sit and wait all day and you'll get a no trade, but then other days the needle will fly off the scale, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, not being being in a trade is the best reason being is because a lot of people
From the
kind of
US,
like
housing
force
starts
trades, hard entry
July
traders,
1.4 to
and the
8
other.
million, expecting
Probably gonna have to talk more into the mic.
Yeah, so basically all I'm saying is no trade is still better than losing a trade. So that's just how I see it.
Expecting minus
I think
1.8.
traders should find more reasons to not get into it.
I think,
Find
yeah,
reasons to get into it.
I think that's what we were saying earlier on with Enzo. Is first things first is you should protect your capital, right?
Yeah.
So protect your account at all costs. And there was actually the book by, is it Tom Hogarth? Best Loser Wins. I'm actually reading that at the moment. It's quite an informative book. He's got some great opinions in there. I'm not too far into it, so I probably won't spoil it for anyone in case they're going to read it. Have you read that?
I am not an advocate of reading books.
Okay.
I did used to read books, but recently I just haven't. So I'm not the best guy to ask for books, to be honest.
So
I think the markets, you can learn a lot from markets itself, and also reflecting. Reflecting, what do I mean is, if you would just sit down and just talk to yourself, why am I facing this? Why is this even a problem? And then you will find more answers rather than reading a book. I mean, reading books is good, of course it is, but there's different types of people, there's different types of intellect. Most people learn from other people's mistakes. Some people learn from their own mistakes. And it's down to like which category that you belong to.
So if I was a beginning trader and I said to you, what are my greatest places to find information about trading, about what's going on in the fundamental market, what sort of sites would I be looking for? Obviously, I know if you want to know about how to trade, then you just come to us, obviously.
I was literally about to say that.
But if
I'm
you
a
wanted,
little bit biased, like
if I wanted to like a good website for fundamentals and stuff like that, where would I go?
Right. So to learn fundamentals, you got to read books. There's no website that teaches fundamentals. There's website that gives you the data, right? So then you start looking into investing.com. Investing.com does give you a little brief on what the data is, how and so on and so forth. But in order to actually understand what this means and how things work and how political tensions and economic data releases affect the market, read books, and there's one really good one which is Atlas of Economic Indicators. If anyone wants to get into understanding fundamentals for absolutely, I wouldn't say free because it's still got to pay, but download a PDF online.
So that's the Atlas of Economic Indicators. Okay.
I would start from there.
There's also, like, I was watching, and I got all the scholarship boys here to watch. There's a really cool video on YouTube that explains all about interest rates and how economy works. It was called something, how the economic machine works. So if you guys want to Google that, and also it's on some certain sites which I'm sure I can't say on TikTok because maybe the algo, but it's probably the one with the red sign, so I think you'll probably know which one I'm on about. So if you just
the one that shows us the long form videos.
yeah, the one where you actually have the screen the other way. Oh, God forbid, you actually turn the screen sideways, or the well, I mean, most people just watch their phone like that now on social media, don't they? Like, do you ever really see people with their phones sideways anymore? I'm still a long form kind of horizontal kind of watching video guy, but obviously on all sites now the accepted form is. Why do you think that is? Do you think people have just got too lazy to turn their phones sideways?
I guess, but I would like to appreciate Kennedy for saying that we are providing great value. Thank you so much, Kennedy. But yeah, that's what we do.
Right, Kennedy.
When we do speak, we just provide good value. And thank you so much for everyone joining. We have Ungari joining. AW that's just joined as well. And Samson. So there's quite a lot of individuals. But yeah, I think I would say that the roles change a little bit. I mean, not a little bit, a lot, really. It's just about like who is garnering more attention. And with long form, the thing is, there's like friction to it. But with this, that's just how your mobile phone is. I'm still yet to see a company that sells mobile phone that looks like this, right? So those are tablet iPads, but that's for like different use cases. But for mobile phones, it's like this. So of course, it's just much easier for anyone to not change the dimension of what they're looking at, and that's why it's much easier for people to then go on TikTok, scroll TikToks, and so on and so forth. But I think we should be asking the people watching us is there anything in specific that you would like us to go over? Yes, we can speak about anything and everything. However, we would like need to provide values.
Yeah,
So if you could
that's a
comment.
good idea. Like if you just shoot some comments and you can give us some topics to talk about, and we can see how we can answer your topics. Preferably trading
Related.
trading related, but you know, if you do want to ask anything else, we will maybe
Welcome.
try and broach.
Welcome Squill, welcome Walid.
I'm just checking
Welcome,
the other
Bradley.
comments.
Our CEO just sent us a treasure box,
Oh wow.
20 coins. It's a payday.
Yeah, which he'll be getting half of back. So it seems like a false economy, but
We don't have to say that.
I didn't say that. I'm probably getting sacked now.
Right, so Kennedy asked, best skills to learn and strategies you have found to create profitable traders. Right, so Kennedy, we utilize fundamentals and data releases quite a lot, so I wouldn't really say there's any strategies as per se, so just to do you an understanding markets in general. So just to give you a little example, so if you go on our, I can't really say what the platform is.
No, the red one.
No, not the red one, the other one.
The blue one? What colour is it?
The pink one.
The pink one?
Yeah. The one that starts with I.
Oh yeah, okay.
Basically, if you go to our other platform, we can't really say the name of a lot of them. You'll find two videos of traders, and they place trades based on fundamentals and data research. So, you know, like when you get a headline, you're looking at Bloomberg Terminal, you're looking at something else. If there's a news release that comes, for an example, of a company, let's just give you an example. So this is an Apple iPhone, and if news comes and says that the production in China, the factory has collapsed, right? I'm just giving an example. So what that means is, so the factory in China that produces iPhones has collapsed, so now there will be a problem in producing these iPhones, right? So if the production is low, the supply will be lower as well. The demand is static. Every single person nowadays, I won't say every single, because we have people like work for Android. I don't know why they still do it. But
Android's the best, mate.
No, it's not.
It is.
iPhone all the way.
You get charged for everything, mate.
Whatever the case may be, still I'm an iPhone lover. So if the supply is low, the demand is static, price is going to skyrocket. Now this data release is what we trade, right? So we just look out for these sort of instances and situations, and the moment such data comes out, we just buy and sell. That's what we do. We just sit on our desk all day long, do nothing else, just look at news. So that's the strategy that's allowed us to create profitable traders very quickly. Reason being is because it's a yes or a no decision. Either you're buying or you're selling, or you did nothing because there's no data, right? But the problem with technical analysis that we do face in field is people would have certain strategies that you need to get into the trade, and it just goes up and down.
Sometimes with technicals as well, it's there's a bit of interpretation on it. You know, it's not as mechanical as you get data in, you read the average. You understand it, and you just take a position.
Yeah.
And hopefully you don't get stopped out from a little whip back.
Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So there are some mechanical strategies, some technicals as well, but this is what we focus more on. So our CEO is saying to get the pullback king back on. So
Yeah, I don't know where Enzo's gone. Enzo has he's put a trade on, and I think he's gone to lunch. So
he's making money.
So if maybe he's at Weatherspoons, and maybe you'll see him on that app asking you to send drinks to his table. So if you see Enzo on the Weatherspoons app, oh no, he's behind me.
Let's see if there's any opportunities on the back end of this news, huh?
Yeah. Right. I'll give the scene back.
Are we still in pounds Swiss franc?
You are. You make money.
Oh wow! Can't believe that, Russell. We've had 3 in a row, isn't it?
Is it making money?
Maybe we've cracked it.
Oh, it is. Look, and I haven't even changed
Maybe
the.
maybe we've cracked it, eh?
Look, let me change it to the winning one. So my one of my only jobs is to follow how the trade's doing and change the border. But I can never seem to get it right, as you were saying yesterday. You was putting it to me.
So what we'll do with this one, we're gonna. Oh, where are we?
We're gonna close it.
No, we're not. Well, no, we're not going to close it entirely. We're going.
Can
to...
I press the trade win one button? I haven't pressed this.
No, we're gonna liquidate half and move a stop.
Let me know when you're going to do it, and I'm going to press the button. This is exciting times, people. This is the first time I've pressed this button live. I hope you guys are ready for what you're about to see. It is going to be amazing. It's been in development for 3 years.
Oh, I did it, by the way.
Oh, great! Thank you, Enzo. Yeah. Thank you. Right. Well, this is a belated button press.
We're gonna move a stop on the rest of the trade.
There you go. Look at that. Look at all that money coming down there.
What is that filter?
It's not a filter. I've created that, Tom. So how did you are you lot done with your trading now? How did it go, guys? There was no data, so I'm guessing no one even done anything.
Forecast was here.
Okay, well, how do you feel about that?
Because we didn't have the opportunity to make it.
Okay, so Tom's a bit disappointed. How are you feeling?
There's always other days.
You're a technical trader as well, though, aren't you? So
I'm actually in a position for gold right now anyway.
So he's in a position for gold. Do you want to send out any signals? Sell gold. Sell gold. That's not financial advice, people. If you choose to take that advice, you do it at your own risk. Oh, we got a follower. I don't know who that is. It's just a crown. So if your name is just a crown, thank you very much for following us. Oh, yeah. Tom sent us 70 roses. Wow. I don't know whether we should all break out in a flash dance for 70 roses.
So, just going over the trade we was in.
Yeah.
So, the square represented the entry point. I would have ideally liked to get in on this a lot higher. There was quite a wide spread on the Swiss franc, which part of that.
Do you like a wide spread, Enzo?
No, we don't like wide. Why would we like wide spread?
Okay. I just thought I'd confirm that.
Yeah. So we took a bit of profit out of it, and now the rest of the position
it's still rolling.
Stop's been moved to break even.
So what did we take out of it? Do you think about half, 50%?
No, we took about we took 50 under 50% of the profits at the time.
Okay, that's a good
at that bottom there.
That's a good strategy there. So have you moved your stop loss?
The stop is now where the entry. The stop has now been moved to entry.
Okay. So worst ways now it can just come back to break even.
Yeah, and we'll be left with a little bit of profit we took out.
Okay, well, this is, like I said, that move alone has protected your capital, so
yeah,
it's a good move.
Well, in these sessions we have quite a short window to trade within.
Yeah, a couple of hours.
We want to basically enter and exit all our trades within the stream.
Yeah,
if this trade was going to be on till this evening, then I may not have done that.
No, but maybe we can talk about swing trading stream where we stay here for like 2 weeks, just non-stop. What do you think about that, Enzo?
What, to talk about swing trading non-stop?
Yeah, for 2 weeks we just watch one position for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Just live, 24 hours a day.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? No. All right, let's see if let's see what else is going on. Yeah,
Okay, so we have a question here. What's the I'm not sure if this has already been answered. What is the best news outlet to follow trades? Would you know the answer to that, Enzo?
I don't know if there's a best out there. There's basic. You might want to bring someone who's a news trader in on that one.
Okay, so
Maybe,
so to answer that, we use investing.com. Obviously, that gives you loads of information on there on all sorts of. Doesn't investing.com also give you how many patterns have happened at a certain time and all of that sort of details? Obviously, the one that most people use is for the actual data releases is Forex Factory. That's pretty industry standard from what I see around the office. That's a good question. I will get somebody in shortly when Enzo takes his next little break to answer that question a little bit better. Two. So we've got a Zishan on a certain red channel with a question. So why don't you fire that question, Zishan, on the certain sort of channel which we can't mention? A lot of people are saying the audio is too poor. So I'm not sure what audio you're exactly talking about, whether it's my talking or whether it's my guest talking. We do have a limited budget on mics, unfortunately. We are probably working up to getting better microphones. But what we're going to try first is some new stands, because I think the problem is that a lot of people here, they're traders, but they don't necessarily know how to use microphones. For my other job, I am a DJ and also help host a comedy show. So
that's what this is, isn't it? And this is a comedy show.
So I do know how to use microphones. Maybe we can send all of the people off to some sort of acting school. I'll pitch that idea to our CEO later on. See what he says. Give him a 6-week intensive acting course and microphone skills course. Got a message here on TikTok from Ethan. Why not use a computer to do this? I'm guessing he's talking about the answer to the other question, which was, what's the best news outlet to follow trades? I mean, Ethan, that is a great answer. I think a computer probably would be best to do this. But, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that still buy the Financial Times every morning and maybe annoy people on the tube, like flapping it around like this. So if you are a newspaper flapper on the tube, why don't you get in touch with us and tell us how many people you've annoyed this week by flapping your newspaper about. I hear someone in the background from the younger community saying, I don't even know what a newspaper is. So Tom, back in the days, where have you gone, Tom?
I know
back in the days before the internet was invented, we had these things called newspapers. It was like paper, and it had written word on it, and you could read it, and you would know what's happening in the world.
Fun fact, Russell, I know what a newspaper looks like.
Oh, so he does know what a newspaper
I've got
looks
a lot
like.
at home.
Thank you for the laughing emojis, Ethan. I'm glad we have entertained you somewhat, and thank you for the entertaining comment, because it led to a bit of banter there. So Zishan from Zishan from another platform that we can't mention because I think it ruins our algorithm on TikTok, wants to know, Enzo, he has a question for you. Are you ready to answer the question, Enzo?
It's probably to do with my personal life, I guess.
It is.
Yeah.
He wants to know if you're single, Enzo.
No, I'm married.
No, Enzo is married, Zishan.
The trading charts, that's what it helps you.
Yeah.
He's married to his Metaphor trading account. So there's a question here, which you might be able to answer, Enzo, from a channel which will name nameless. How many indicators is advisable to place on a chart when trading?
It depends on the person's individual strategy.
Okay.
I generally recommend not overdoing it. I personally, you can probably tell from the way I trade, if you count moving averages as indicators, they're the only indicators I have on my chart.
I would count moving averages as indicators.
Yeah, so I mean,
You do have to tick the indicator icon on TradingView for them to come up. So I think that technically makes
yeah,
it an
fair point.
indicator,
Fair
right?
point. Yeah.
I think a lot of the big institutions would use moving averages as well, correct?
I wouldn't know for sure. I'm sure that some institutional traders do. A number of different. There's a whole array of different indicators that are available out there. You just want to make sure that whatever your indicators are, you're clear why you're using those indicators.
Yeah.
You know, relative to your strategy.
And you don't suffer from analysis paralysis.
Right.
Why don't you explain analysis paralysis to the viewers out there?
Yeah, I mean, so generally in trading, there's most people who come to trading, they want to be right, and they want to have some level of, you know, certainty that their trade will win. So naturally, they try to find as much evidence as possible for that.
Okay.
But that can sometimes backfire because they end up trying overly analysing what's going on, trying to be certain in an environment that just won't give you certainty.
Okay. So we've got some questions here coming in from Ethan. Right. So I'm gonna think that you're asking this to Enzo. So he wants to know, when did you learn to trade, and was it at university?
No.
I don't think you can. Can you learn to trade at university?
Well, you could, I suppose. It's not so much they teach it at university, but there are a lot of young people who are learning while they're at university.
Yeah, I mean, we have a program here where people come and learn to trade whilst they're at university. Andrew runs that program. It's called the intern program. So, yeah, we have loads of uni students here, and they only have to come in a couple of times a week, I think, so they can work around their studies. We've just had some graduate, and they are now looking to pursue a career in trading. So the other question Ethan was asking was, what's your salary? Now, I'm not quite sure how to answer that, because
£400,000 a week.
if you are a professional trader, you don't actually have a salary. What you have is you have an account. So how I understand it, being a trader, you have to get out of the mindset of this worker mentality. So what that means is, the worker mentality is, I go to work for a day or a month and I get a wage for it, salary. Now, being a trader is completely different, because you have to sort of grow your account. So it's more like an entrepreneurial endeavor. So the more effort, the more time you put into learning and honing your skills, your account will grow. But you have to understand that when you are trading, your account will have times where it is winning, and you will also have times where you are in drawdown. So, you have to kind of factor this in, and until you get to a stage where you have enough capital, you should be always very careful on protecting that capital, and not giving too much money back to the markets. Enzo can tell you more about this, because Enzo is literally one of our risk managers here. So why don't you talk to the people a bit about how a healthy account should grow, and what a good equity curve should look like?
I think first things first. You have to be a risk manager first. Everyone's trying to make money, but if you don't protect your capital, very unlikely that you're going to have a sustainable, any kind of sustainable performance. A lot of traders are focused on winning, and many new traders can win a lot of their trades, but their wins tend to be small, and then when they don't manage risk, they tend to take very, very big losses. So you have accounts where they trickle up, and then in a day they can get kind of obliterated. So the antidote to that is having a very robust, solid risk management plan, which means for most traders, for the vast majority of traders, I think it means you should always predefine your risk. So you notice when I took this pound Swiss franc trade,
Yeah.
The first thing I did was I predefined my risk.
Okay.
Now on this occasion, the trade delivered a little bit of profit. We left it open to run. It came back, stopped us out at break even. We took a bit of money out of it, but the point was that the risk, I knew already what I was prepared to lose on that trade.
Okay.
You know, and
would you ever consider moving your stop loss?
never,
Never.
no.
So
Even if I knew the stop loss wasn't going to get hit, I still wouldn't move it.
Okay.
Because that sounds crazy, right?
not really. I mean, it sounds like a good solid. I mean, well, you did move it when you took profit, but that's obviously to move it to break even. But you're saying you'd never move it down to.
Yeah, good point.
To increase your risk.
Good point. As if some trades you can add to them as they're going in your favour.
Scale in, yeah.
Yeah. What the rule has to be that you never allow the trade to. Well, my rule anyway. I know I'm not saying this is mandatory for every trader because I know traders have different styles. But for me, the rule is if I say I'm prepared to risk £100 on a trade, then unless it's something outside of my control, I never risk more than £100 on a trade. So like today, you know, I already have in my mind, okay, you know, how much I'm prepared to lose today,
Yeah.
potentially, and I accept that. I don't come in thinking, you know, in the last couple of sessions we've had a nice run. We've had 3 winning trades in a row, but it could easily be 3 losers in a row. The point is, you keep your risk managed, and you manage the upside, and then over time, you give yourself the higher probability of what the real goal is, which is profitability, not winning or losing.
Yeah. So, a question here from Ethan. Have you ever had a look at meme coins? So, what do you think about meme coins? And I know you've definitely dabbled in meme coins. So, why don't you enlighten us with your meme coin story?
In my trading, in my history, I've made a lot of money on meme coins.
You have.
Yeah, a different strategy though from this. I would call it trading, but with the crypto market as it can be, you can. I would trade those coins with what's known as position size, managing your risk through size.
Okay.
So let's say you've got 10 meme coins, and you've got,
Thanks for the follow, Ethan.
and you've got a $5,000 account. You would assign maybe $250 per coin, and your risk is then limited because you're not generally using leverage with meme coins. Your risk is limited to the amount that's in the position.
Okay.
So it's kind of a bit of a hybrid.
Yeah, because you can't enter short positions.
Right.
Obviously, in meme, you either buy and hold or and then sell.
Yeah.
So I think what we really want to know, because I know the answer to this, have you ever lost money with meme coins?
I've had coins go to zero on me.
And what's the maximum amount you've lost for the meme coins?
Oh, on the meme coins, probably no more than a couple of $1,000.
Couple of thousand.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Another question here, going back to the moving averages. What period of moving average is better for day trading, do you think?
So for me, I think I'm a big believer that what works on one time frame works on another time frame. So because the market's fractal, it means that if you see a certain market formation on a weekly time frame,
Yeah.
that will also happen on a 1 minute time frame.
Okay.
So the difference between trading the longer time frames and the shorter ones is simply the speed at which it happens. So if you've got the dexterity to execute, then trade a 10-second if you like.
10 second.
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
No, it's not as frenetic as you think. I mean, maybe we could show it now.
But you want to trade a 10-second time.
It's possible.
How on earth am I going to keep up with your winning? And we don't seem to be in a position.
Yes, because I'm answering questions.
But you exited the position.
I did.
But you didn't tell me.
No, the market exited because it moved to break even.
Ah, okay.
We'd already put the break even.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, basically, again, people might disagree with this. I've been looking at charts a long time. Generally, what you will see on one time frame will appear on another, and then you can execute a given setup on virtually any time frame.
So what flavour of moving average do you use?
Yes, I mean, like to show you the example of this trade we was just in.
Oh, hang on. Let me just put it to the right screen so the guys and girls can see it at home.
So going back over this trade we just took, there was quite a wide spread on this. So ideally, I wanted to get in really around here, but with the spread in that, we was in about here.
Okay.
And then we took some profit down here.
Okay.
And then it's come up. I think it's come up more or less to break even.
So what moving average is that?
Yeah. So I'm just laying this as an introduction,
okay.
and then I'm gonna. So if you go back, if people have got the patience to go back to the broadcast when we was entering this trade, I mentioned that the pound Swiss franc before we entered had been trending down on the 1 minute since 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And maybe before. So if you look here, can you see I've got a green and a blue line?
Okay, yeah.
So generally my green line, which is a 100 period simple moving average.
Okay, so 100 moving average.
Yeah, it will. If a market is trending down, it will usually go down at a kind of 30 to 45 degree angle, as you can see there.
Okay.
But to be honest, it's only a shadow of the price. It's like a spotlight showing you what the price is doing. But you can see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the blue line, which is a shorter term moving average, it's a 20. This sometimes indicates retracements. So in a typical trend, you'll get higher highs and higher lows.
Yeah.
That's an uptrend. And in a downtrend, what will you get? You'll get lower lows and lower highs.
Yeah.
Right. So if you look here, when this pulled back here in this overall downtrend, you had a lower high. You also had it back here. Can you see it there, where the blue crosses back over the green?
Can you see that?
Yeah. And so that for me is one of my favourite setups to trade. I like to trade those pullbacks, which we did today.
Okay.
So you're looking at the major trend. Some people liken the market to an ocean. In the ocean, you've got tides, waves, and ripples. So the major trend is the tide.
Yeah.
And then you have the waves that go with the tide and against the tide. And this is an example of the tide going against the trend. And then you've got this move back to the downside with this larger uptrend being packed. Okay. And obviously today, people had the chance to see me trade that in real time. So it's not that we're like saying, oh, look at this after the fact. That you can, I think what I'm trying to demonstrate is you can spot these potential moves in real time.
No, yeah, and that's every trader's dream, right? Is to be able to.
Well, in real, yeah, and obviously
to be able to do, because this is a thing. Like, everyone knows everything in hindsight, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, they say they can't see it. So, hang on, let me just check that. Maybe you. What can't you see? Hang on. Oh, okay. Hang on. They're saying they can't see it, so maybe you can zoom. Yeah, it's yeah. Why don't you zoom in to show them a bit what you were talking about, Enzo, on your iPad there?
All right. Can they see that?
Well, I think the fact that they're watching it on a small screen doesn't help. So you could zoom in or something.
It cannot rely on Taiwan to make our chips. Can't rely on Taiwan to make our chips.
So they're the moving averages there. So hope you can see that. Not really sure how it looks on TikTok. So
Cost us lots of work ahead of us.
But we are obviously limited with space on a TikTok screen. So either you could watch it on another platform, or you could maybe buy a phone that's like 6 foot tall and watch it on that. What do you think, Enzo? Do you think they could buy a phone that's 6 foot tall?
I think that's your department, Russell, with the technology. Yeah, I like to. I mean, I've trained my mind to eyes to see things in. I love portrait mode.
Okay,
that's just me. But I think what anyone should be able to see there, hopefully, and you know, if I can see it, you can see it, because I can't see very well. That's true. That's why you always see me with little magnifiers and that. There's no special magic here except to magnify.
It's not a special trade. It's trading magnifying glass.
A lot of traders will say, "How do you know it's a downtrend?" Well, have a look. Look at pound Swiss franc now. It's moving from overall. Okay, it doesn't always go in. You know, unless markets are very volatile and aggressive. It's moving from the upper left down to the lower right. Can you see that, Russell?
I can, yeah.
Right, so there you go. That's a downtrend. You know, and I apologise.
Do people pay you for that information?
Yeah. You know, I don't apologise actually, because look, if you've got a very complex technical system and it works, happy days. I understand that we're all different and we work with different levels of complexity. But really, that's it. It moves. An uptrend will be from a lower left down to an upper left down to a lower right. Let me give you an example of the S&P 500 on a long-term time frame. Have a look at it on the weekly. Where are we? Yeah, here we go. And there you go. That's the S&P 500 since 2012. And it's moving from the lower left. How's it moving, Russell? Is that an uptrend?
It definitely looks like an uptrend to me.
Right, how long's it been going on for, Russell? It's been going on a long time, isn't it?
It's been going on a fair amount, yeah.
Right, yeah. You know, close to when me and you were born, right? Probably and beyond.
Yeah, well, you know, if you had invested back then,
right?
I wonder if we could do the calculations.
Right, but the point I'm making is it's moving from the lower left to the upper right. Now today, when we did the Swiss franc trade, now that's a weekly chart, and it's to show that these setups appear on any time frame. Here we was on the 1 minute. It's the same principle, and what I like to do is one of my favourite approaches to the market is to take these lower highs, potential lower highs in downtrends that we did today. Yes, do you see that? Is that right, Russell?
Yeah.
When we took it, we was here, weren't we, Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah. And higher lows in uptrends, and that's basic.
You make it sound perfectly simple.
Right. So that's basic market structure, right? And if you want it to get more
technical,
sexy than that, you are welcome to. The bottom line is, does it work for you? You know, as long as it's working for you, right? Like to have a guest?
Yeah, you could send someone in. So Enzo's going to go off for a little break. Whilst he's going to find a new victim for me to talk to. So I hope you guys are doing okay out there, and hope you're enjoying the live trading stream. Obviously, with live trading, it can't all be, you know, trading all the time. So he will be back in a little while, and hopefully there'll be a few more moves to be made today. We're probably going to be going on for another half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. So if there are any other positions, we will jump in on those. But you know, if you guys have got any questions out there, feel free to push them forward to us. And Enzo, have you found anyone for me to talk to? Might get one of the scholarship students in a minute, because they will probably absolutely hate that. So. Back. Ah, okay, come on then. Yeah, come sit down. Didn't he, is it? Callum.
Yeah.
Callum.
Yeah.
Right, introduce yourself, Callum.
My name is Callum.
Yeah, he is. So just to let you guys know, he is one of our guys on the scholarship scheme. How long have you been with us now for on this scholarship scheme?
On the scholarship,
I know you was a little bit late to the party, weren't you?
I think I'm on my second week.
So you're on your second week.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
But you've been trading anyway.
Yeah.
So how long have you been trading for?
I started learning, I think 2 years ago. 2 years ago, technical side. So I was 16, so I was 16 in school. So I didn't really have much time to learn it fully. But when I got back, I used to just go on YouTube videos to start with. Then I started getting mentors, paying for mentors. Honestly, most of it's just a waste of money, really. You can come here and it's better for learning trading.
Yeah, to be in the environment.
Yeah, exactly. You're around the right people. You're around the
well,
right environment.
There's that saying which probably applies to what you're saying. You know, if there's 5 traders in a room and you're if there's 6 people in a room, 5 of them are traders and 1 of them are you, you'll eventually be a trader as well. Because they'll talk to you, you'll pick up some tips and tricks, and apply it to what you're doing. How would you describe? Obviously, at the moment, you're doing fundamental trading with us. That's what the scholarship scheme is. But you're obviously doing technical trading as well. So why don't you talk to us about your trading journey? You've just told us obviously how long you've been studying for.
Yeah.
So when you started studying, what was your go-to channels to follow and look at and watch?
I started off using a website called Baby Pips.
Baby Pips, yeah.
And that would just give you like basics of how to trade, what you're looking at. Obviously, if you just look at lines on the screen, you can know what's going on.
No, that's exactly right.
So I started off with that. Then to start getting into a bit more technical, I looked at smart money concepts, looking at price action, learning like internal stuff on the charts, how to read candlesticks, how to just read different patterns and stuff like that. And then I started going even further. So I started looking at ICT concepts.
Okay.
And his concepts are pretty good. He just has too many, and I think that's where people mostly go wrong. So I'm not fully profitable yet. I've passed a few funded accounts here and then, not consistently though. But they look at ICT, they see all these different concepts, and they strategy hop quite a lot.
This is a major problem with people and strategy hopping. So what is it that you understand that's wrong with strategy hopping? Why don't you give us your opinion on that?
Because I think most strategies, they do work. Retail strategies, they do work. But obviously, if you're running tests on that certain strategy, as soon as one person gets a loss in that strategy, they're thinking, "Oh, can this actually work? Is it gonna make me profitable?" But you have to realise that taking losses is inevitable.
Yeah, so you're essentially talking about the law of large numbers, correct? So, listeners, if you don't know the law of large numbers, we can break it down for you now a little. So, if a strategy, say, for example, has a 50% win rate, that doesn't mean that over 10 trades you're going to win 5 and you're going to lose 5. What that means is over a large data set that can happen. So, whether it be over 100 trades or 1,000 trades. So there is actually a website that you can look at, and it will tell you the probability, depending on your win rate for your strategy, on how many times you could expect to lose or win 10 trades in a row. So saying that, you have to understand that if you have a 50% win rate, it doesn't mean that you're actually going to win and lose 50% of the time right now. It means generally over the whole, how you sort of trade over a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, how would you ever be able to see if that strategy is working correctly if you keep hopping on? So let's just say you took 3 losses and you're like, oh, I'm done with this strategy. How would you not know that the next 10 trades you took all could have won? Yeah. So that's exactly what you're saying. Yeah. So you've been through. Have you been through that stage yourself, strategy hopping? Because it is definitely a thing for every trader. It's something that you have to go through. They say there's like sort of like lots of stages that you need to progress through as a trader before you realise to just not strategy hop, find a single strategy. But it's also quite important to find a strategy that is right for you as a trader. See, me, I could not do a swing trading strategy because I know that I would be that guy that gets up in the middle of the night, looks at his phone to see how his positions are doing. You know, I would be definitely more, you know, an intraday, intra-session trader. So what about you? Let's talk about, well, let him talk first. He's more important. Let's talk about your strategy, and maybe you can break it down for us a little. I mean, obviously, don't give us all the secrets away, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So, my strategy is basically I would mark out highs, and obviously it's an intraday strategy.
Okay.
I'd mark out a high and low of London session. That gives me my range, kind of.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't look at the charts. I don't look at the charts before 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't, because I feel like it just gives me the urge just to enter a position just for no reason.
Okay.
So I try to stay off the charts before 1 o'clock, and I have London session high and low marked out.
Okay.
Then I have a Fibonacci stretching out from the high and low, and I would trade on New York session, and basically I would, if price is above the level, the fib level, that would give me my bias for New York session.
Okay.
Basically, how it would displace.
Are you looking for like what people call liquidity sweeps, or you just?
Yeah, I do have a few ICT. I do kind of apply some of the concepts within my strategy just to give it more confidences.
Okay.
To enter a position. So yeah, I would enter a short or long position where my price is below the fib level. Then I would wait for a market structure shift, and then a return to a fair value gap or an order block, just any sort of level that would give me a confidence to enter that position. And then normally I would target 1 to 2. I don't. I'm not. I could target more, but I'm not really.
Have you ever? Do you journal?
I've only started doing it recently.
Okay, so it'd be good to sort of like get a good data set.
Yeah.
But when you journal, do you also? Okay, talk me through what you would journal. Like, so you've done a trade, and it's gone either way. What would you put in your journal?
I would journal what made me take the trade.
Okay.
I would journal what my confidences were.
Yeah.
Because I have my trading plan all set up. I already know what I want to look for.
Yeah.
And I would journal, did I take the trade based off the confidences?
Okay.
And then if I didn't, and I won the trade,
As a heads up, though,
I would kind of see it as a negative because I didn't follow my trading plan. I didn't look at all. I didn't.
That's a
follow all the
good. That's
conferences.
definitely a good attitude to have. Yeah.
And what else would I journal? I would journal things I done well. So patiently waiting for that level to be hit, and if it doesn't hit and it just goes all the way up or goes all the way down, then just is what is. There's another day to trade.
Do you ever look at data beyond? So let's just say you put a trade in and it hits your take profit. Do you put take profits in, or do you just yes? Okay.
I put take profits
So
in.
you more set and forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let's just say you put a trade in and it hits your take profit. Would you also then journal if it moved past your take profit, and maybe that's something worth?
Yeah. See, I've only started gathering data a bit more now.
Okay.
And yesterday's trade, I could have hit a 1 to 5 risk reward ratio instead of a 1 to 2.
Okay.
So I think it's definitely something that I should start doing. Start
Yeah.
seeing if I can hit a bigger risk reward on my strategy. See how price moves after it hits my take profit.
I
Or
mean,
if
yeah,
it
you
goes
could
up
build up.
afterwards.
The whole point is about building up a data set of things that, and then you could use that to kind of maybe work out maybe some of those trades. So, okay, what am I trying to say? So, what I've seen with some people and their strategies is they have different levels of strategy.
Yeah.
So they'll have like an A trade, a B trade, a C trade.
Yeah.
So if they hit like an A trade level, they would know that there's maybe a bit more legs in there, you know. So what they would do is they would look at levels so that it would come up to a certain point, and they'd do what Enzo did today. They'd take profit, and then they'd move their stock to break even, and then try and move up sort of to the next level. So maybe that's with the data. Maybe that's something that you can look at and hopefully try and work out. But you know, I think at the moment it's good that you've started to journal. We were talking about this in a live stream. Well, not me, but some of the guys were talking about this in a live stream the other day. That we implement this to all our students here, and the results they're starting to see really helps, because I think also as well when you journal, not only does it give you data to look back on, but it also helps you remember, and build like muscle memory about what you've done. It's like they're saying if you're learning, it's sometimes a lot better to actually physically write things down, because your brain has this thing where when you're physically writing it, you can actually remember it as well. So how's the obviously it was a no trade today on the phone, right? You've been having a few of those, unfortunately, recently.
Yeah, it's only when I've been coming in. So
okay, so guys, you heard it here first. If you guys want to make money, you have to make sure he doesn't get into the building, because every day he's here, it's a no trade. So but how have you been finding the scholarship program? And
it has been pretty good. It's been beneficial to my learning as well, because obviously I already knew the technical side, and that's when I did the internship as well. I already knew the technical side of things. I wanted to learn a different skill, and obviously this was the perfect opportunity to start learning a new way to trade. And it has been pretty good. I've been learning quite a lot and taking trades when I've trying to take a trade. If there's no trade, there's no trade. But
it's
it's been pretty good.
Really quite hard to actually find a source out there online to actually teach you fundamental trading, because it's like one of those things that you have to just do it as it happens, and you have to kind of build. So it's like most things in trading, it's repeatable patterns. So you would build, and I hope you guys as well are also journaling your trades that you're actually taking on the fundamentals. I'm sure you've probably been asked to do that. So talk to me so tell the people out here, let's give them a little bit of an education on I know you've only been doing it 2 weeks now, so let's give people the absolute bare minimum basic lesson on fundamental trading. Right. So,
right.
I'll set the picture, and let's just keep it very like local. So, Canadian CPI today.
Yep.
I want to trade Canadian CPI. Right. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yep.
Right. All I know is I can press one button to buy, one button to sell. Right. Obviously, I understand about stop losses and all that as well, protect my account. Right. So I said to you, listen, how do I trade this CPI today? What was the advice that you're going to give me?
Go on investing.com,
Okay.
find the economic calendar or Forex Factory, the
Forex
economic calendar
Factory,
on there.
yeah.
But I would suggest investing.com because I think that the releases come out a bit quicker.
You
Literally
reckon,
just by like a little bit, but obviously if I
That's-
can get
that
it
makes-
quicker, then
yeah,
I
of
can get it
course.
quicker. Look at the forecasts. And
What are the forecasts?
forecast
Explain that a
is
bit.
the data that is
The previous data
you can get the previous data. It's
Yeah.
the data that then like
that they're expecting for today.
expecting,
Yeah.
And if the actual is bigger than the forecast, then it means it would have been good for CPI.
Yep.
So CPI numbers would have been higher.
Yep.
What asset are you trading?
Okay.
So Canadian dollar, USD, CAD USD,
Yeah.
you'd sell, no, USD CAD you sell, and then you buy CAD JPY. So yeah, it just depends on the actual and the forecasts. So if actual is below forecast, you'd, I'm getting confused now.
Right,
Sell
yeah,
USD
so-
CAD, buy CAD JPY.
Yeah. So let me interject here. So what we actually do here is we've actually programmed buttons for you guys.
Yeah.
Right? So all of this is kind of programmed in. So yet they are kind of learning, but there's a lot of help. So it's like we're teaching them, but we're also kind of helping them along by making it a bit easier with this button thing that we've developed. So what it is, it plugs into, say, MetaTrader or other platforms, and don't enter any positions until it's an iPad there, right? He'll go mental. Imagine playing all this account comes back and it's a 0. We should do that. So all of the sentiments are sort of like put in there, and then you guys just have to work out whether it's good, it's bad, or it's a no trade.
Yeah.
And on that, boom, in you go. So your other friends here, without having to bring them up, have they told you any stories of like trades that have gone well for them with these economic releases yet? Yeah. All your other scholarship cronies.
So like Josh, trying to get in the podcast, right? Have you had any previous trades?
Okay, so you've had a few trades that have gone good for you based on the news. Finley had one. What was the release yesterday, Finley?
Do you want to explain your
Bats and dog toys. Yeah.
That's some dog toys.
Yeah, Wall Street said it was a good investment.
Why don't you come sit down?
Yeah,
Come on.
Hold on, let me send my gifts quickly. Let me get the gifts go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
Right. Yeah. So here at Educate to Trade.
go on, look at the screen.
Here at Educate to Trade, we actually pay to come on the stream by sending us gifts on TikTok.
Yeah.
So it's a great business model we've got here. If you want to come on a stream out there, people, just send loads of gifts and turn up at the office, and we'll get you straight in sitting down. So thank you, Callum. I never get his name right. I'm honestly I'm an awful human.
Cool.
Bob, how are you? No, joking. Finley,
Yeah, all good, mate.
you was going to tell us about this this trade you made on dog toys.
Yeah, no, it was a good look. Wall Street sent out news saying that it was a very good investment to go into.
Okay.
Done a bit of research on it,
Yeah.
and then as soon as it hit 230, put in the trade, and they pulled out on the fee. It was good.
Oh, cool. So what is it? What is it that you traded?
It was a company called Chew.
Chewy. So they're actually they're floating on the market.
Yeah.
You found them on MetaTrader.
On investing.com,
Okay.
and then found the news on there, and then done it on my trading view.
So how long did you hold that trade for?
Minute and 13 seconds.
And in percent, how much did it? Talk me through it.
Let me get the charts up so we can run through it.
Unfortunately, we can't. I don't know. So, the thing is, we've got Enzo.
Yes.
Can we get the dog chew chart up?
Who?
The dog chew chart up on your left.
Chew.
Yeah. Have you got trading view on here?
No.
What?
No, I haven't.
Right, but you can you find a chart for us?
You know how to use an iPad technique?
Yeah, who's that?
But that's
Just
all
go
right.
to Google and
What can I do it in a MetaTrader? Or shall I search it?
No, it won't be on.
Actually, wait, hold on, I've got an idea.
Okay, look. Whilst we do this, guys, I know you can't see the screen at the moment because there's a lot of kerfufflery going on. But here we go. Look, he's managed to find Google. Don't go into Enzo's search history for God's sake.
Yeah, go on.
Never know what you're going to find, do you?
Just gonna find things like how to be a better man. So man, I love developing people.
So, let's put it into...
Okay, so if you've just joined us, we are looking at the liquid assets of dog chews.
Yeah,
It's all exciting stuff here at Educate to Trade. Finley took a trade yesterday based on a news release, and he is now sitting very pretty on dog chews.
Yeah, indeed. So, as the the bottom circle is
Okay, guys, you can see this here. This is and any dogs, if you are tuned in as well. This guys is for you. Finley is now sitting on 50,000 chew sticks. So if we've got any dogs watching live, please send a request and we will send you out loads of dog treats. Okay. So Finley, take us through the trade.
So basically, actually, I can get out. Let me do this. Add an extra. We've got an investing.com. I'll show you the news that I found.
So apparently we've earned 50% of our live goal is completed.
Yeah,
And I'm almost sure that all of these gifts were from people in the office. So thank you everyone in the office. You might save me from getting the sack from Brad, as long as he doesn't find out that it all come from you. So
That's fine. Half is from Brad as well. It's fine. Yeah.
So guys out there, if you don't want me to get the sack and you're watching, please send more gifts.
So yesterday, this one here, this bit of news came up, which was Wall Street said it's time to buy the pet stock, which I found out was about
Can
10:30,
we
11
zoom in
o'clock.
because it's a small screen on TikTok.
That one
There you
there with
go.
the Amazon parcel on it. There we go.
There you go. Look at that.
And then from there, done a bit of just investigated it really, just to make sure it was a good enough buy or whatever. Put a limit in, which was before market opened at 2:30, which was down here at the bottom
Oh, so
circle.
you actually just put a limit order in. You didn't even trade this live. You just
Put a limit order in,
Okay.
and then didn't put in my take profit or anything, so that was done all live.
okay.
And then it shot up pretty much instantly.
That's what on a 1 minute chart there, yeah.
That is on a 1 minute chart.
Can
Yeah.
we zoom in a little bit on the trading view there? There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
is
that-
quite a substantial
so-
move, right?
At that top peak is when it all came out, and then I also had another trade on SPX as well, which was very good. Spider up if you want to load.
Yeah. Trading view, if you are watching, could you please send the data a bit quicker?
Early movers on the US equities. Had a volatile networks of over almost 7%
Yeah,
on earnings release. Intel up over 6% on SoftBank. Share purchase scheme on people of almost 3%.
So when was it? It was the 19th today, isn't it?
The
2:30.
downside, Palantir and AMD down 4%.
It is the 19th today, isn't it?
What is this guy?
It is indeed the 19th.
Jack, unfortunately I have no idea what you're saying. I wish I did. So Jack's saying I'll send him in. Oh wow, I'm hearing myself there. Okay, Jack's saying I'll send him in the recording anyway. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Right, about me. Okay, well, thank you, Jack, for dropping me in it. Maybe you could send us some gifts as well before I get sacked, so at least I go out with a bang.
Exactly that.
Maybe you could send me the TikTok universe. I mean,
Oh,
that would be something. If you send me the TikTok universe, I'll go home immediately. I promise.
Good, get him out. I'm joking. So here at 2:30, we had a massive drop from S&P just before. So that red, so this decrease, which was at the top of that little peak there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to see it or not. So from there, I placed in a trade as soon as it hit 230 for a sell. That worked out perfectly as well. Made profit on that as well. So yeah. 2 trades yesterday, we made profit. I haven't done any trades today due to it not hitting our brilliant. We're not hitting our like things that we put in. So we've done like little calculations to see whether those moves for Canadian CPI was worth trading. But none of it got today at all because it was done as forecast. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, I suppose you can't have it every day. So you know. If you could have it every day, I mean, you guys would be all driving Ferraris.
Exactly that.
Can you drive, Finley?
I can indeed.
You can indeed. Well, what car do you drive at the moment? I've heard that one of your team is not especially a great parker. Would you like to share some more information on that?
That's a certain person just
sat behind you.
Yeah.
What would you say is wrong with his parking? Do you think maybe we should? Do you think maybe we should journal his parking? And he might,
Maybe, yeah. Might be worth journaling. Just for safety precautions, but he left a massive gap in between both of them.
I'll be a van next to me, so I'm not going to very quickly.
He's making excuses.
I'm not making excuses. No, honestly, Finley, he's actually parked. Yeah, perfect.
So you heard it here live. Josh has actually parked perfectly here today. So well done, Josh.
First time in forever.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I think Enzo's waiting in the wings to come back in and, you know, put his whole account on one trade with no stop loss. Is that right, Enzo?
Are you full forward?
Sorry?
Are you full forward? What's that? Risk everything.
Yeah, Enzo's going to risk the lot now in one trade, I think.
Oh, no, I did. That was somewhat technical.
So, guys, we've only got about 10 minutes left of the stream. I hope you have enjoyed your time with us. I've certainly enjoyed hosting this show. In hindsight, I wish I had brought something to drink with me.
You mean like a tequila?
Oh yeah, maybe next week we could do that. Are you allowed to do that, guys? Are you allowed to get completely hammered on TikTok?
Yeah.
You are. Okay, so
I'm
next
sure
week.
TikTok doesn't condone it, but I don't think they might.
So next week, yeah, Enzo, you bring the tequila and we'll do this whole
Hold
trading
up. Some
session.
of us are driving, so.
But, yeah, we wasn't saying that you were doing it. It was just me and Enzo doing the tequila. Maybe we could do a shot like every time. Every time it moves a certain amount. What do you think?
Yeah. Great idea.
Oh, it's going to be an absolute.
I hear Brad, our CEO and founder, in the background. Not quite sure he likes that idea. We do not condone drinking and trading at Educated Trade. I actually did it once in a pub on my phone. When
You did what?
Trade whilst I was drinking on my phone.
Drunk, yeah.
On an evaluation count. when Trump done a meeting.
Usually when you
and
consume, when you consume all that liquid, it leads to a liquidation.
I forgot to put stop loss in, and I blew my account. So are you going to try and jump into any more positions?
Well, you've got 5 minutes left, haven't you?
I suppose so. Maybe a quick 5-minute position. Okay, Enzo. So let's have a little recap on how you feel the session went today, and you need to come into the shot a bit more as well. Your fans can't see you.
Got fans? Oh my god!
So we're making progress slowly but surely. Currently counts up nearly not far off 1%.
1%?
Not that. No. Probably about 3/4.
At what point can I retire?
This carries on a couple of weeks, a few more weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So where are we going to retire to? Where would be your place that you would love to retire to? Enzo?
I'd love to go to the area for family.
Okay.
But I like the balance of London and also being abroad.
What part of the Canary Islands?
It's Gran Canaria on the south coast, so it's known as an area like Las Palomas, Playa del Inglés. Yeah.
What's the weather like there in the winter months?
It stays pretty tropical year round.
Nice.
Yeah. It does get a bit colder in the winter, but you're still looking at daily highs of 20 or more, 20, 23, 25.
We all like daily highs, right?
Yeah. Not unless you're short.
So look, before we go, Enzo, right? I just need to let you guys know that Enzo has like a special phrase that I'm not sure he coined himself. But you know, before we go, I want Enzo to see us out with his great rendition of Summer Markets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was bound to come sooner or later. So this is basically now Enzo's catchphrase. So when you walk around the office, every now and then you'll just hear
in August, right?
This phrase.
It was actually copied off our ex-senior trader who loved to say it all the time.
Okay. So let's before you say it, let's explain. Let's explain what the expression means first.
Well, originally the expression was meant to say some people have the opinion that it's not a good idea to trade in August.
So not good idea to trade in August, and
the markets are quiet, liquidity is low, etc.
So what's I'm setting you up here.
Right.
So what sort of markets would they be?
There'd be summer markets,
and there it is, people.
All right.
The legendary summer markets trademark from Enzo there.
Yeah, trademark.
So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. Thank you very much for all your gifts, which were definitely not everyone in the office sending gifts. Bradley, don't sack me. We are relying on this money to survive here. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you have had a great trading session. We will be back again tomorrow with Sinu, and then Enzo will be back again this time next Thursday. Check us out over all Tuesday. Check us out over all socials, and we do post some more serious stuff there, so it's not all fun and games, people. There is a lot of education to learn. We have a free Telegram group which you can also join. That will be in the description of this. So thank you very much once again, and would you like to say goodbye, Enzo?
Yeah, goodbye everyone. Have a great rest of your afternoon and evening.
Wow, that was all-inspiring goodbye there from Enzo. Thank you very much and have a great evening. Thank you.
Maybe it'd be good at